Hi, welcome. My name is Becky and this is our channel where we tackle all things DIY, home decor and design, and we try our best to make it attainable. Now, my previous stance on vertical blinds was that they are not the modern choice and you should just remove them and replace them with curtains. Now, personal growth is possible, and I'm here to tell you that my stance on them has changed a little bit since using them over the last several months. I am here to tell you today how you can and why you should actually love your vertical blinds.
Welcome back to the series where I challenge myself to use thrifted materials and a love of all things retro to DIY our family home, from this farmhouse to that 70s house.
So like I said, I've been using them for a while now, and I think I get it. They're extremely easy to open and close with a pull of a cord or a rod, depending on which one you have. They do a great job blocking out the light or letting it in, and the added bonus is you get to change the angle of the individual blinds, which totally lets you customize how much light you want to have or not have. I get it. Now, I don't know if I'm ready to go as far as to say if I was doing a new build, would I choose to have them installed? I don't know. But what I am saying is I'm choosing not to remove mine. I also know that this style of blind is commonly found in rental spaces, and therefore you might not even have the choice to remove them. So today we are going to brainstorm and DIY our way through a variety of solutions so we can learn to love our vertical blinds again. And if this sounds like a journey that you're down for, hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's do a little bit of brainstorming here because I don't even know what's out there. What are the options for actually aesthetic vertical blinds? Because I'm sure there's gotta be some. Someone has figured this out. Okay, vertical blinds. Okay. Already I'm intrigued because these are wooden vertical blinds. I don't love the top. That feels a little bit dated to me, but the concept of wooden vertical blinds is very cool. This is a really fun option, seeing them in a wider panel. Just anything other than like the traditional size and shape ones we're used to seeing is instantly more interesting. I do think though, to have a wider panel, you would need to have more space in your track because when they turn to the side, they're gonna take up more width. So that would be probably a custom thing that you'd have to have done. Ooh, yeah. Like even these ones are clearly much wider and they look more special. So this is an idea. If you're considering installing them, this is a cool way to go. Look at these. I love the color options. I wouldn't go full rainbow, but the warmer colors in this are stunning. Look at this. Look at this. Gorgeous. I'm sold. Okay, let's do modern vertical blinds. There doesn't seem to be anything too groundbreaking in the world of vertical blinds. These all seem pretty typical, but I think what's working for some people is just having your blinds in a more modern fabric or color and texture. Like for example, these are like a really nice kind of creamy beige and they blend in with the wall color and they don't give me that dated feel that some vertical blinds do. So I almost wonder if I could just swap the paints on my blinds for just a more modern color or fabric. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I just found this on TikTok. Okay. Oh, already genius. Okay, we're measuring. Curtains. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. I like this. This is clever. So she's removed the actual plastic pieces of the blinds, and then in its place, still using the hardware at the top, she's looped in curtains instead so that the blinds will like open and close with one big curtain panel, I think. Oh, very cool. I wouldn't suggest that you install that if you don't already have the vertical blinds because it feels like a little more labor intensive than just installing a curtain rod, but if you would like the curtain look strictly and you already have the vertical blinds, this is a very clever hack. So I don't think that I'm fully prepared to replace my blinds entirely with curtains, but I do think there is a possibility of doing kind of like a best of both worlds moment where you can have your curtains and your blinds too. But before I figure out any of that, I wanna start simple. I wanna see what we can do with what we already have. Since I've already got the vertical blind system, all the hardware, it's already up, and you probably do too, let's see if we can just give this a simple aesthetic upgrade. To do this, you'll need to count the amount of vertical blinds you have and also note the length of them so we can try and get pieces that fit exactly in place of the old ones. You'll also want to note if there is a matching top strip that goes along that's the same material as the blinds, because you probably want to get this replaced too. So go ahead and mark the width of this piece. So while you're measuring the height of your blinds, now is the time to consider if you maybe want them to be a little longer, AKA the blinds are hanging a little higher than they currently are. If you're renting and you're not able to move the blinds, don't even worry about this, it's still going to look great. But since I own my own space and I have, as you can see, a good amount of room above them, I think I'm gonna raise them. This is a technique we do a lot with curtains. Putting them higher just elevates a space, makes your ceilings feel taller, makes the room feel grander. So why not do this with my vertical blinds too? Curtain height and spacing relative to your windows and walls and rooms is a really important concept that we talk a lot about in our room design course, which is coming out very soon. Check the description, there's a link to join the waitlist to be notified first about it. I can't tell you how much good information is going to be in this course that's going to make your rooms just so much better. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Like I said, information below. Okay, let's keep going. So if you're thinking you might want to raise your blinds, now is the time to do so we can see it in its final spot and measure what we want the new height of the new pieces to be. So my walls are funny in that they're angled, so there's a lot of extra space up there and not a lot of extra space over there. So while I'd love to raise the whole thing like quite high to the ceiling, I can't really have it on an angle. So I think the game plan is to raise it as close to that side as I can, obviously just make it level, and it's still going to make a big impact. Especially because you can't even see, there's a really nice wood trim around this window and it's hidden by these blinds. I'm very excited to expose that. Expose her! My curtain track is attached to the wall via these little L brackets, so the plan is to remove the screws, lift the track up a few inches, and then screw it right back into the wall. Okay. Okay, it's all good, it's all good. It's literally fine. Okay. Back to what I was doing. Okay, now to put this back up. Okay. Woo! Okay. It looks good. Okay. Okay, let's see if it still works. It's weird how even though it looks silly short, it already makes the room feel so much taller. Haha! Ah, that's great. Wow. Yes! Are you kidding? I can see my wood trim now. This is looking great. We've done one minor thing and it's looking great. I mean, define minor as I'm sweating, but it's gonna look so good. So after finally getting both sides of my vertical blinds raised up a couple inches, I was then able to take the final height measurements for what I'm hoping is going to be the new pieces I'm getting made for these vertical blinds. So having never stepped foot into a blinds specialty store until today, I had no idea what to expect. I brought in some photos of my current vertical blinds so I could explain the situation. I showed them my measurements and then we took a look at a whole bunch of different samples.
It's kind of fun.
What surprised me the most was the range of options they actually had. Not only was there shades of colors, but within that there was textures and patterns and different materials. I was impressed, I'm just gonna say it. But in the end, I decided to go with one of the more affordable options, which was only about $5 a panel. So this price includes the full piece, the weight on the bottom, and the little clip on the top, which should fit into the existing hardware that I already have. Oh, and I got 2 long pieces for the top bit, too. So that's been ordered. It's gonna take some time to come in. So while we wait, I do wanna talk about another product that I found while I was doing some research earlier. This is a curtain rod mounting system that is designed to clip right onto the top hardware of your vertical blinds, which allows you to layer both blinds and curtains. I love this product so much because 1, I think I'm always just gonna be a fan of the warmth and coziness that fabric curtains can really bring to a space. And 2, this allows you to get the look of those fabric curtains while disguising your vertical blinds, all while not having to drill a single hole in your wall to do so, which means it's super renter friendly. So I am gonna link that product below, but the white color, which I actually want the most, is currently unavailable in Canada. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna try and DIY it. So to make my own version of this, I'm starting with this wall bracket from IKEA that's only a few dollars. Then from the hardware store, I picked up these 2.5-inch corner brackets. You'll also need some short machine screws and matching nuts for the screws. Place the bracket on the inside of the IKEA curtain bracket and then attach them together by sliding the screw through the hole in the bracket and tightening it with the nut. To attach your new bracket to the vertical blind tracks is as simple as just sliding the DIY bracket over top of the track, squeezing it tight and securing it by tightening the nut. You can add as many of these new brackets as you need to support your curtain rod and curtains of choice. Okay, so the objective is to cover where the vertical blinds are. Obviously, we got a new color coming at some point, hopefully. Wow. That works. Okay, today is an exciting day because I'm pretty sure I know what's in this box. Oh my god, it's like a big wheel of brie cheese, which if you know me, this is my love language. Also, never in my life did I think this would be the kind of unboxing I'd be really excited for. Yet here we are. I feel like this is just gonna explode once I cut it open. Okay. All right, we have many of blind panels. These don't look that impressive yet, but they're, you know, the nice white fabric that I ordered, and it looks like they've got all the right bits on the top to replace the current ones. So let's just do it. Let's do it. Oh, the length is right. Math. They're up, and I am now ready to see this in action. Oh, yeah. Okay, test number 2. Yeah. That is so seamless, and it works just as well as the previous ones did, which, I mean, that was the point. But it's good to know. And it looks so good. And truthfully, I feel like this room just feels so much bigger and so much brighter. I don't know if the green was actually physically making it darker or was like a mental thing because you were seeing more dark colors on screen. On screen. My life is just a screen. I don't know, it looks good. Something funky did happen with my order though. That top strip up here that we needed to replace as well. They only sent me one and it's a little too long, maybe you can see. That's okay, I can trim it. And then they also sent me too many of these panels, which I don't think is normal, but I'm thinking I can just take the weights out of these and then use this to fill the other top strip, which is missing. So in the end, I don't think it will be too much of a problem. And And once your old panels have been removed, you can neatly bunch them away in your own Brie rolls so that if you're a renter and you need to reinstall them before you leave, you can easily do so. And now I'm re-adding my curtains and curtain rod. Since I do own this house, I was able to actually just secure my curtain rod to the wall. Wow. And they still work even with the curtains. Oh my goodness. It's a good day when concept becomes reality, and it works. Okay, so it is already looking worlds better from where we started, but there is one final idea I want to try out before we're done. So a while ago, I had the opportunity to tour some authentic mid-century homes. There is a whole video about that here, but one of the coolest features I discovered in them was this recessed lighting that was inside the curtain tracks. It just seems like such a really cool way to make your windows feel custom, more expensive, and I don't know why we stopped doing this, but I am going to try and replicate it today with some strip lights. I will link this exact brand that I'm using today in the description, but honestly, any stick-on long track lighting is probably going to work well for this. Oh my goodness. That's a nice white too. Okay. Yo, that looks sick. Okay, that's cooler than I thought it would be. This was so easy to install. I just removed the paper to reveal the sticky back of the strip light and then stuck it to the back side of the metal track for the vertical blinds. I was then able to conceal the little connector bit up at the top of the end of the curtain rod and had the cord for it just fall down the side. And because the curtains are there, it completely hides any of the cords. Ta-da! All right, I think it is ready to do a big before and after. Let's take a look at how my vertical blinds looked at the beginning. And now how they look at the end of this journey. The vertical blinds are just as practical and functional as ever, but definitely more aesthetic in my opinion. I hope this video helped any of you out there struggling with outdated vertical blinds and maybe let you know that you don't have to feel limited by the elements in your space. Sometimes all you need is a new creative approach. Maybe you take all of this advice or just implement some of the tips that would be useful for you. Either way, let me know how this video helped in the comments below. If this is your first time joining me and you found this advice helpful, well then maybe this channel is for you. I'm gonna point you to some videos here in the end screen that you can click on and watch next. But most importantly, check out our room design course. That is either launching very soon or is out now depending when you're watching this. All the information is in the description below. There is so much good advice in that course that will help you on your room design journey. All right, that's it for me. Thank you so much for joining me and I will see you next time. Bye.